Many celebrities and prominent Hollywood players have encountered tragic fates over the years. Although many of these deaths and the details surrounding them have been solved, several of the more bizarre cases have not, making them ideal subjects for tabloids, investigative news programs, and public speculation. The mystery surrounding these cases only deepens with time, yet in many instances, investigators are no closer to finding any answers. Here are 10 of the most infamous, unsolved celebrity deaths. Musician Brian Jones, a founding member of the Rolling Stones, was found dead at the bottom of his swimming pool, becoming part of the infamous 27 Club. His death was officially ruled as death by misadventure, with authorities suggesting he drowned while under the influence of drugs and alcohol. An autopsy revealed he did have an enlarged liver, and friends reported he had been taking sleeping pills, pointing to a likely drug-related accident. At the time of his death, only 3 people were present: his girlfriend, Anna Wolin, his friend, Janet Lawson, and a contractor named Frank Thorogood, who was working on renovations at Jones's home. Thorogood was found in possession of illegal drugs, which he likely supplied to Jones, but this information was not disclosed to the coroner, and no charges were ever pursued. In 2009, journalist Scott Jones claimed to have uncovered new evidence suggesting that Thorogood had confessed to killing Jones on his deathbed, though no official action was ever taken. Jack Nance was an actor known for his collaborations with director David Lynch. He played the lead role in the 1977 cult classic Eraserhead, as well as appearing in Dune and Blue Velvet. On December 29, 1996, he appeared at a lunch gathering with friends in South Pasadena, and his face was noticeably bruised. According to witnesses, he appeared unfazed by the injuries and shared that a homeless man had assaulted him outside of a donut shop the night before. Following lunch, Nance left for home after mentioning he had a headache. The following day, the actor suffered a subdural hematoma as a result of head trauma, which led to his death on December 30th, 1996. The police investigation did not uncover anything to support an altercation with a homeless man 2 days earlier, leaving his death an enduring mystery. Mary Meyer was a prominent socialite who moved in powerful circles in Washington, D.C. during the early 1960s. She was the spouse of CIA executive Cord Meyer and was alleged to have had an affair with then-President John F. Kennedy. On October 12, 1964, almost a year following the assassination of JFK, Mary Meyer was fatally shot while strolling along a path in the Georgetown area of Washington, D.C. A mechanic working on a nearby car reported hearing 2 gunshots and a woman's scream, and he also observed a man in a dark jacket fleeing the scene. The murder of Mary Meyer remains unsolved to this day. However, the investigation looked into the connection between her death and that of JFK, suggesting she may have been killed for possessing sensitive information. Elizabeth Short, known as the Black Dahlia, was a 22-year-old aspiring actress whose mutilated body was discovered in a vacant lot in Los Angeles on January 15, 1947. Her body had been severed in 2, completely drained of blood, and meticulously cleaned of any evidence. A witness only recalled seeing a black sedan near the crime scene. Despite numerous theories, accusations, and leads over the years, her killer was never caught. The Black Dahlia murder remains one of Los Angeles' oldest and most infamous unsolved cases. Some investigators believe the crime bore similarities to surgical procedures, leading to speculation that a doctor may have been responsible. Several suspects have emerged over the years, including Dr. George Hodel, whose son accused him of being the killer, based on evidence found in his personal belongings. Brittany Murphy, best known for her breakout role in Clueless, died unexpectedly in 2009. Initially, the coroner attributed her death to natural causes, but later findings revealed she had been taking various over-the-counter medications and was being treated for pneumonia at the time. Just 3 months later, her husband, Simon Monjack, died under similar circumstances. The possibility of toxic mold in their home was later considered a factor, though initially dismissed by her mother. Over time, this theory gained traction, but the true cause of her death remains debated. In 2013, a private toxicology report suggested the presence of heavy metals in Murphy's system. fueling speculation of poisoning, but authorities did not reopen the investigation. Barbara Colby is best known for her roles as a guest star on Columbo and The Mary Tyler Moore Show. In 1975, after attending an acting class, Colby and her friend James Kernan were in a parking lot when they were both shot, resulting in Colby's immediate death. Kiernan was transported to the hospital while still alive and was able to provide a description of the assailants before he ultimately succumbed to his injuries. He reported that the attackers arrived in a van and began firing without any attempt to rob either him or Colby, adding an unsettling layer of mystery to their murders. Interestingly, several other similar crimes occurred in the same area of Los Angeles, all within the same hour that evening. Whether Colby's murder was connected to these incidents remains unknown. No arrests were ever made, and the motive behind her killing still remains a mystery. Actor David Carradine, known for Kill Bill and Kung Fu, was found dead at 72 in his Bangkok, Thailand hotel room. He was discovered nude with a rope around his neck in a closet. The official cause of death was asphyxiation. Though suicide was ruled out, accidental death was presumed. His wife later filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the film company he was working for in Thailand, settling for an undisclosed amount. Carradine's family suspected foul play, with some suggesting he was murdered due to his alleged involvement in secret societies or other dangerous activities, but no conclusive evidence ever emerged. Hollywood publicist Ronni Chasen was tragically murdered shortly after midnight on November 16, 2010, while returning home from the premiere of the film Burlesque. Initially, speculation swirled about a possible hit or illegal activities. At about 12:28 a.m., 4 shots were fired through her Mercedes front passenger window, as it was stopped in the left-hand turn lane on Sunset Boulevard. Police eventually concluded that she was killed in a botched robbery by an ex-convict. However, later examinations of the case file revealed significant investigative oversights, leaving lingering doubts about whether the real killer is still at large. Some people believe it was a professional hit job due to the precision of the gunshots and her connection to high-profile Hollywood clients. Actress Thelma Todd died in 1935 due to carbon monoxide poisoning. She was just 29 years old when she was discovered slumped over the steering wheel of her 1932 Lincoln. Notably, the engine was not running, and her throat showed signs of trauma, suggesting possible foul play. Potential suspects included her former husband, her on-again, off-again lover at the time, and even the mobster Lucky Luciano. In the weeks leading up to her death, she reportedly received multiple notes threatening her life unless she paid $10,000, as reported by the LA Times. A grand jury convened to investigate the matter, but was unable to reach a definitive conclusion. Some accounts suggest she was forcibly locked in the garage and then left to die from exhaust fumes. Christa Helm, an actress known for appearances in Wonder Woman and Starsky and Hutch, was more famous for her relationships with high-profile celebrities than for her acting career. She was frequently seen in the company of infamous womanizers, such as Warren Beatty, Mick Jagger, and Joe Namath, and she even had a romantic relationship with the Shah of Iran for a time. According to her friends, she reportedly kept a detailed sex diary, along with video recordings of her sexcapades. She even joked about using them as a form of blackmail. In 1977, not long after making comments like this to her friends, she was fatally stabbed on a dark street in West Hollywood. The police investigation included a search for the diary, but it was nowhere to be found, and this could have been the motive for the killing. Despite a few leads, her killer has never been identified, with some still insisting her connections to very powerful figures in Hollywood and beyond may have played a role in her demise. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, and please consider subscribing and sharing Recollection Road Entertainment with someone you know. As always, thank you so much for watching.